But yeah, it was nuts. Like they kicked my butt. I'm like, all right, there's no way I can lose to these old people.
Yeah, I know.
So like over the next few weeks, like I was, watching a lot of game film and, like I would always look forward to it. I would play with them Friday mornings.
Yeah. So they play Friday morning. One second.
And, they play on Friday mornings and I think one other day too.
Tuesdays. I think Tuesdays.
Yeah, so I think I played with them Tuesday mornings. Friday mornings I couldn't because I had class.
You had class on Fridays, man.
But close to the end of my time, I started skipping class to go play.
Hey, there you go. There you go. That's how you become pro, guys. Skip class, go to pickleball.
He said it, not me. My mom will kill me if that's public. But yeah, no, it quickly became what I looked forward to the most in my week, which is like nuts, right? Like, I was always hanging out with
the old people.
I played at the time I was playing, I started on the O-line for the Ultimate Frisbee team, which is kind of like the quarterback of the team.
Yeah.
But it was like,
so then less Frisbee, more pickle at some point?
I wasn't good enough to play at the next level of Ultimate.
Oh, okay.
So I was like kind of looking for something to do.
Competitive,
so yeah,
fun.
It kind of came into my life at the right time where I could still be competitive.
Yeah.
And, I think part of the reason I gravitate toward it is because like I can literally compete with the best in the world. I can play with every once in a while beat some of the best players in the world, right? Tennis, there's no way in hell that's happening. But yeah, like.
So do you feel like since pickleball is so new, like the range of skill at the pro level isn't as drastic as it is like in tennis? That's a good question. Do you get what I'm meaning? Like the best of the best and the worst of the best. Yeah. Like whether it be like in each respective league, like whether it be like men's or women's or mixed or something like that.
I definitely think it's easier to get to pro pickleball than pro tennis right now. Partially because tennis is so physical.
Yeah.
Where pickleball, the kitchen kind of takes out some of the physical.
I also think from the money side too, pickleball has been doing a great job of supporting the pros and putting on events, like especially ones like this that
it's definitely getting better. There was did you see the news that just came out today
about
that MLP and PPA contracts, they're trying to convince their players to take a 40% pay cut.
Whoa.
So
then in exchange for
I think they're saying if you don't, then you won't be able to play. We won't let you play, basically. So, interesting times in pro pickleball.
Okay, APP, make your move.
So.
Yeah. Interesting.
I didn't even answer the question. What was the question?
Oh, no. You answered it. Like, like the court being smaller, the kitchen, like playing a big part of it.
Slower ball.
Yeah, slower ball, for sure. So you discovered pickleball at NIU playing with some of the retired people, which I think was like, I had discovered pickleball like playing with old people too, and I thought it was funny. Like, I mean, you were in college at the point, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with like my 60 to 80-year-old friends.
When I told my classmates, like, I'm gonna go play pickleball and hang out with these old people, they're like, oh, that's such a joke. But I mean, awesome. It led to me being here now.
Yeah, there you go.
Crazy to think of.
So when did you? So you started taking pickleball, like you were addicted. You're past the addiction stage, and then at what point you were like, oh wow, like I'm gonna keep going. Like were you taking lessons with pros or just drilling all the time?
I picked it up like November of 2019, I think. So I was playing, the whole month of November. Then over winter break,
like a month later.
Yeah, so winter break, I am home in Rockford. I'm like, oh, where can I go play? I discovered. Have you ever played at the Sports Factory in downtown Rockford?
UW. I have not played there, but I heard a lot of people would play there.
Yeah, so I started playing there in like the open plays, and I got then I got invited to like the advanced open plays. It's like, I'm such a big deal
leagues. And there's like good competition, good skill, and like you're able to get a lot of reps.
4-0-ish players. And then they have this one. I don't know if they still have this tournament, but they had this tournament. It's like every New Year's Eve, or it was every New Year's Eve, and it was a scramble. I mean, you switch partners every round.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, I don't know, what should I play? There was a 4-0 division, there was a 4-5 plus. And I hadn't really like gotten a look at a lot of 4-5 plus players. So like, oh, I don't know, like what should I sign up for?
And at this point, you were like kind of like 4-0.
4-0-ish, yeah. And like I was like, well, like it wasn't double elimination. You wouldn't get like go 0-2. So I'm like, I'll just try to play against the good players. I kind of want to be exposed to that. First round, I play against this guy Mike Shears, who I'm not sure if you know of him. At the time, he's like one of the area's top players, and I was playing against him and this other guy. It was like a 4-5. I was playing with Mike's girlfriend at the time. It was like a 4-0, like well below him.
Yeah,
and we beat him. And he was like, who the hell is this kid that just beat me with my girlfriend? So like after,
and that also came as a surprise to you.
Well, I had like, it was my first like competitive like somebody called time. I'm like, we can call time. I was like, this is Neil. But like it's like after that I was lucky enough to win that tournament thing. So then afterwards, Mike, he kind of took me under his arms and exposed me to a lot of the 5-0 plus players in the area. And we would play
like when they would play weekly. And
then, So we would play at the Clock Tower, which is now demolished.
That's why I've never heard of it.
It's where they're putting in the Hard Rock Casino.
Oh,
Tennis Club there.
I see. Oh, no way.
There was a tennis club there. And I was actually teaching tennis there at the time, too. But we play there once a week. And they'd have players come from all over.
Yeah.
And
that really starts the upward spiral.
Definitely,
you're playing high-level matches with a lot of good people.
Yeah, and they're all like back then, pickleball was very, very